Alright, welcome back. Alright, so here's going to be another video about more or less what the actual database is about. Here I've got all these model spaces because I was trying to kind of get an idea myself about like putting together all my own paperwork into one big, file and having it all kind of in one big space. But the model space is like where the mess begins. Started off with, like I'd said before, I think, depending on which way you watch these videos, I'd said before that I ended up kind of doing this anyways. Anytime I was on one show and I would have something I wanted to use, I'd just end up taking that whole creation, like this whole signal line diagram or something, and just pasting it into the new one so that I could use elements of it and kind of remember, oh right, I did it this way, because I mean maybe it was a whole year in between there, in the industry you probably wouldn't have as much time in between. Point being, that's kind of like what I was doing, and ironically I was kind of doing what I'm doing now, just I wasn't realizing it, I wasn't putting it to practical use. This is what I've been talking about. Again, if you watch the other video first, this is what I was talking about. This is the actual database. This is the block database. This is where all the files are just located, and it's where this tool palette is getting the original files from. If you go here, and it's good to know, right click that, any of the blocks, or any of these blocks inside the tool palette, click properties, and you can see the source file. And the way that works is a little bit complicated to understand, but let me open up the design for a second and we'll close. This is that other drawing that we were open before. So here's the blocks, and I need all of these three windows to give you an idea. So the idea is, the way that it goes is you build lines in here, you make a block out of it, it ends up in here. And then this block database, again the local block database, then it gets either dragged in or right clicked, and then you create a tool palette and it ends up over there. Again, the idea being that it's referenced all the way through. So this file knows that it's a part of this drawing because it's a part of it. It's physically in here, as you can see. Then when you drag it in here, or you right click and say create new tool palette, it creates a new tab. It references the file that it was originally pushed over from. So ACAD, I moved this into my C drive, ACAD full block database, and that's kind of how I store and then move my whole entire block database if I need to change computers.